Hey boys, welcome back to Small Raiders Season 2 Career Mode. We're going to be playing in the World Club Challenge. So, taking on Castleford Tigers here, where we're just rolling in the silverware. We won the Premiership our first season, we won the Auckland Nines, and now we're looking to win the World Club Challenge. So, we're playing with this is going to be our full strength lineup. As you can see, Brimson is going to be our X Factor on the bench. Well, look here, they got Greg Eden, Shenton, I've heard the name, Ben Roberts, Luke Gale, Millington, Junior Moores used to play at the Tigers, I think. Jake Webster? Is that the Jake Webster that used to play at the Titans in the centres? I remember there was a Webster that went over to Super League. I think that might be him. He was a decent player. If he's the one I'm thinking of, he was a decent player in the centres back in the day. Did he play, was it at the Titans or was it the Storm? It might have been the Storm, actually. He might have, yeah, actually I don't think it was the Titans. I think it was, yeah, just the Storm, as Joey Leilua just stampeding his way through there. Beautiful ball playing from Theo Farges. We'll just call him Theo, dude. Just, you know, whichever way I say it, I'm sure there'll be someone who will say I'm pronouncing it wrong. So, you know, we'll continue on here. We did throw an intercept, which is very silly, and now we come up a little error. So Castleford, nice little inside ball to Webster. That man got a little bit of pace on him, getting to the line, but great tackle from Chance, and Soliola gets in there to help the fullback. So a little bit sloppy to start the game. Good in attack, but some errors. Some flimsy defense. We gotta crack this out of our system now, which you know, it's a good little warm up game, the World Club Challenge. Obviously the Super League teams are fairly as they are going to score the first points. Michael Shenton, just a nice little out ball there. They were too close to a freaking try line. We couldn't do anything. All our players converged in for some reason and just let him get on the outside. So poor defense, but a nice try to get the Tigers up and racing, as Benny Roberts is gonna miss the conversion. But yeah, it's a good little warm up, because obviously their overall stats are not that good, so it should be an easier match. But it's still, you know, still quality footy. So we have to turn up, and it's our first. It's probably good as well. It's a good little hit up after the Auckland Nines. Obviously, you know, that's a much different game than the genuine 13-a-side footy. So yeah, get a nice little freshen up before our round one encounter, because I never play the trial matches. You know, that should be our warm up, but I never play the trials, because who the hell plays the trial games, dude? There's really no point, as we spread it out wide here. Beautiful ball, but what the hell is going on here? I have no idea. A little bit of a glitch in the game. Croker was through the gap, but the game sort of acted like he was tackled. And then we play the ball. Jack Wyden, they were all offside, but we're gonna race away and score. A little bit of karma, maybe. I mean, Croker was through the gap. I don't know if he would have scored, but then the game was just screwing up deluxe. The Tigers were all offside, but they weren't pinged, and then we were able to race away and score. So I was happy that happened. I was actually worried for a second that we were going to be stuck in limbo and Wyden wasn't going to be able to plant the ball down, but thankfully he got the try, and that's all she wrote. Is beautiful work there. Leilua onto Simonson, put the chip and chase. He was held off. I kicked it so early too, but they tackled me without the ball. But there's the halftime siren. So we're gonna take a 6-4 lead. We're very fortunate to have a 2-point lead going into the break here, as Brimson getting out a dummy half, putting in a beautiful kick downfield. That was close to a 40-20. Was he inside? He was inside. It did bounce like directly backwards. Where's the scrum feed? They're taking it just behind the 20. I think for some reason the game acts like, so in real life, obviously, if your planted foot is behind the 40-meter line, but the kicking foot obviously goes in front, it's still a 40-20. it only matters the foot that's planted on the ground. For some reason, the game interprets it as like over the 40-meter line, even if the planted foot goes behind it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that was the reason why it wasn't a 40-20, which is unfortunate. It was a great little introduction for AJ off the bench playing this X Factor utility role. I'm excited for it, dude, because I feel like, you know, Hodgson, obviously fantastic player. He can be that X Factor as well as right here, unfortunately, a little bit sloppy as well. But you know, we want Hodgson more for his defensive and ball playing ability. So being able to have someone on the field who we just want out there to take the line on, basically. That's what Brimson is out there for, is Chansey straight through the gap. No one in front of him. He's actually going to streak away and score. I thought I was going to have to link up with a support player, but all the Castleford Tiger players just sort of just gave up the ghost. They just couldn't keep up with Klokstad. So a nice little try against the runner play. Again, it's been a sloppy performance. I'm not gonna debate that. We haven't played our best footy, but we're finding a way to win, and that's sort of the pleasing aspect of it. Is gets out of acting half here. Beautiful play, beautiful ball onto Joe Tarpany going for the try line. He gets held up though, and a massive tackle coming across. Held up over the line, in fact. But that was beautiful play from AJ Brimson. He feigned to turn someone underneath, and then he just goes out a dummy half and just rolls straight through them. That is fantastic play, and that's a little prelude into what we can expect. Just crabbing crossfield, Parpley. Why am I calling him Parpley? But Parley got turned underneath. It sort of just held a couple of players up, and then with Brimson's speed, his low center of gravity, just able to sneak underneath the players there. So great stuff all around. As see another player offside, and Brimson just takes off, just shot out of a cannon. That is just put away the glass. He's not going to be caught. AJ Brimson, what a debut match. It's exciting stuff, dude. As soon as I saw the fullback was making the tackle, the player getting back into the line was offside, just take off. Absolutely put the afterburners on and score a fantastic try. That was honestly a very pleasing try. And that's why I still really like this game, because stuff like that can happen. Like the dummy halves are actually like fairly they're fairly important. There's a beautiful play here. Klokstad onto Papali. He's got some pace on him, the big fella. Unselfishly, I probably could have gone all the way with Papali. He was absolutely flying down the field, but unselfishly, I thought he was eventually gonna make the tackle. So you know what, make it a sure thing. Papali doesn't get too many try assists in his career, so we'll give him one right there. It was a great run from the big fella, and this is turning into an absolute slaughter. 30-4. We were looking a little shaky to start, but we've turned it on, and it does coincide with a little bit of spark off the bench. A few tied forwards around the ruck, and Brimson has just torn them to absolute shreds. So what a game. What a match it's been. What a debut for a couple of our recruits. Theo didn't see too much of the footy, but looked good. But Brimson off the bench was sensational. So there's the trophy. There's another piece of silverware to add to the cabinet. It's been a great start. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.